me, please, just send me location. Send me location.
The Russian takeover on MMA is well and truly in force, being fighters on the prelims with names you could never pronounce if you tried, to top-tier champions of the sport.
Like fighter, he's very good fighter, but why people don't like him? Because he's stupid guy. You know, that's why nobody understands.
But recently there's a name who's catching the eye of every MMA fan on the planet, already having a record of the fastest turnaround from fight to fight with only 11 days between. Khamzat Chimaev really is a scary prospect. Today on MMA Mafia we're going to be diving into the background of the young Russian monster. Chimaev is a Chechnyan-Swedish wrestler and MMA fighter who is the Swedish champion in freestyle wrestling. Chimaev came to Sweden in 2011 as an asylum seeker, in addition to the father who was still living in Chechnya in 2019. The whole family came to Sweden and the first ever place they ended up in Sweden was Malmo. Hamzat finally found his home and joined wrestling club Lidköpings AS where he took SM Gold. While living in Chechnya, he lived right across the street from his wrestling club, and the first time he was ever on a wrestling mat was at the age of 3 years old. From the age of 5 he began to compete for himself. He then competed at the 18 kilo class and met other boys in the 23 kilo class. Despite never practicing it, Chimaev has competed both in judo and combat sambo. He has 4 competitive combat sambo. In Sweden, Chimaev wrestled for BK Athens. He took the Swedish Championship gold with 3 convincing 10-0 rounds, with the final round being 7-0. He has won the Swedish Wrestling Championship at welterweight and middleweight. After wrestling his full life, Chimaev decided to try his luck in MMA. He made his professional debut at IRFA 14 on May 26, 2018. When he met the Norwegian Gard Sagen, Chimaev won the fight via TKO in the second round. After bouncing round from small promotion to small promotion, Chimaev signed a free contract deal with Brave CF. Having another victory, moving on to his third fight, Chimaev's next fight is against the Austrian Marko Kisik at Brave 18. This is the first fight Chimaev had UFC veteran and all-round madman Reza Mad Dog Madadi in his corner, which also went a weight class above his usual welterweight at middleweight. Chimaev is known as a go-getter right away and a solid starter, and this match was no exception. Using his dominant ground and pound, Chimaev sealed the victory in the first round. Since then, Chimaev went on to have 3 fights in Brave, winning 2 by knockout and 1 by submission. Looking so dominant in all 3 wins, Chimaev could only have wondered when the UFC call was coming. On January 30th, 2020, training partner Alexander Demola Gustafsson announced on Instagram that Chimaev had signed a match. Chimaev signed for a match for the super welterweight title against reigning champion Jara Al-Sawali. That match was postponed due to the ongoing coronavirus. Luckily for him, on July 8th, 2020, an MMA website went out with a rumour that Hamzat was ready for the UFC. After the rumour was floating about, Hamzat went on his Instagram and announced that he did sign for the UFC. Chimaev got his first fight on just 7 days' notice in upper weight class, like the same circumstances of his Brave debut. Chimaev was set to face Welshman John Phillips. With the amount of general buzz for the Russian's debut, you could sense something special was about to happen. The second the fight started, Hamzat showed the world his high-level grappling skills, taking John Phillips down and sinking in a very slick Dar stroke to earn him his UFC debut win. Chimaev expressed that he wanted to stay active and fight on the next card.
Next, are you hoping to fight quickly? Do you want to take some time? What's next for you?
Yeah, I said to Dana I want to fight next week here and to be Instagram fighter like many guys to do. Now I'm gonna smash everybody. I want to smash everybody. I love this.
Uncle Dana gave him the opportunity to fight 11 days after on the Fight Island Till Whittaker card. Considering this is the fastest turnaround in UFC history, Dana must have seen the star potential in him as all the fans did. Chimaev this time around threw hands with Northern Irish BAMMA star Rhys McKee. Rhys McKee is a respected young talent in the European promotions. With it also being a short notice fight for Rhys, he was still confident he would get his hand raised. As soon as the contest started, Chimaev quickly got the young prospect down and showed a display of dominant top control and ground and pound. He won the fight via first round TKO. The word on everyone's mouth is who's next. Chimaev has called out UFC legend Donald Cerrone in his post-fight interview, and since then he's went on to call out Damian Maia, Michael Chiesa and Conor McGregor. If he keeps up these pure mauling performances and rapid turnarounds against the best in the world, we could very possibly see him in a title shot in the near future. After Hamzat's 2 dominant performances, he gained the attention from many UFC fighters on the roster, giving him nothing but respect.
That dude's unreal. He just destroyed his opponents twice in 2 weeks. Like, got to give it to him. That guy's a savage. And his dedication to just staying on weight and then fighting someone bigger and then going down the welterweight to fight someone, got to give it to him. They don't make him like that anymore.
So would you be open to face him?
He's a welterweight. I hope he stays there.
The fights themselves. Who had the standout performance of the first trip to Fight Island?
Khamzat.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the guy is so dominant, so confident, wants to continue to fight every weekend. I love it. I love guys with that mentality. I love, you know, how talented this guy is. You know, we threw the hottest prospect out of the UK at him, and that kid is a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Legit great fighter. And he made it look like he didn't belong there. You look at the punch stat that ESPN put out, you know, in a 2-fight, what was it, 156-2 or 160-something to 2. The kid's legit. He's real, and he knows it, and I love it.
Did you get to interact much with him personally?
192-2.
Yeah, and through 2 fights.
In 2 fights.
Yep. Yep. Did you interact with him much personally while you were there?
Yeah. I mean, you know, he said he wanted to fight, and I said, done. Mm-hmm. I'll make it happen. Mm-hmm. He wants to fight now again in August, and I'm going to get him what he wants.
Are you? Is he going to get a fight here in August?
Hell yes, I am.
Who? What? I mean, the guy comes in. He's only had 2 fights in the UFC. Obviously, they've been terrific. How high of a ranking would you like to see him?
That's what we're trying to figure out. We were sitting in here this morning, trying to figure out what we think is next. You know, you ask this kid, he's ready to fight Usman. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm kind of ready to see it.
Is he ready for Usman? The way he looks, who knows? Maybe. But Usman, listen. When you start
If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. We're going to be uploading 3 to 5 MMA related content videos a week. And while you're at it, make sure to follow our Twitter, Instagram and Reddit, all in the description, for daily MMA updates and daily MMA memes. I've been Ryan on MMA Mafia, and I'll catch you later.